behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you in just a moment or two. But we have that subscribe button and the bell here on YouTube. Just click on both, and anytime we get a new episode coming your way, you'll be notified. You can check it out. And feel free to leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/PalmMashTV. And be sure to follow us there and send us an inbox and comment the things you see there. And we love email as well, so email us at palmmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, we'll be glad to tell you how to do that. But also, if you're simply a fan, just go ahead and send us a fan letter and we'll always respond back. And all this will be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Today we have Don Smythe from Christchurch, New Zealand. This is the second time on the show, and he's going to give us a few updates of some things that's been going on, and of course we have a new song from him. And we'll get right to that because in just a second, because it starts right now. Okay, everybody, it's interview time again, and with us for the second time on our show from Christchurch, New Zealand, we have Don Smythe with us today. Thanks for joining us, Don.
Oh, you're very, very welcome, Paul. It's nice to be back on the video with you again.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed having you on last time. I'm sure a few things have happened since you were on the show last time. Why don't you update us on what's been going on?
Yes, I've got out a new album called Country Songs from the Heart, Volume 3, special edition tribute to Ginny Peters, containing 17 songs. That's been out since about November of last year.
Oh, okay. Well, where can we find that? I'm sure you can find that on all the streaming sites like we talked about last time, or can you get physical copies of that?
Physical copies are only from me directly. However, you can digitally download individual songs as well as the whole album on Don Smythe and Bandcamp.
Okay.
And you can listen to it on Number One Music and also Spotify, iTunes, and all the main music platforms.
Okay. Well, everybody go out to your favorite streaming media site. It should be there, and I know Don would love you for that. Have you been doing any, shows lately that you want to tell everybody about that might be coming up that they might want to go to?
No, not currently at the moment. I do back in 3 different backing bands and help and support, but they're not actually shows as such. They're in country clubs and in RSAs and things like that, which is very enjoyable. I just simply love it.
Right. Well, did you want to say a few dates of where you might be at, and that way people can check you out?
Yes, I got one on this Friday here in New Zealand in Christchurch at the Templeton RSA under the name of Barb's Rebels, with 4 or 5 musicians that just play the music in the day, for the evening, and we also have walk-ups. It's very, very enjoyable. It's very relaxing. Just have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you just so happen to be in Christchurch, New Zealand, in the area, and want to check that out, go ahead. I'm sure he would love you for that too. And I'm sure that if you missed that, you could go ahead and ask Don, and I'm sure he would give you that information again. And we're getting ready to watch your music video here, "In the Arms of a Memory." It's a really great song. Is there a story behind that song?
Yes, there is a little bit of a story behind it. Ginny Peters is a wonderful lyricist and songwriter. She's a very gifted lady. The tribute of the album wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for their marvelous support. It really didn't. In that particular song, it related to me in the sense that being in the backing bands that I have been over the years, there wouldn't been a show at some point whereby, as a backing band, you stand watching the crowd dancing to your music, and there will be somebody dancing all on their own in their own world. And they're dancing with a memory.
Yeah,
It's
well,
quite
I
touching.
figured it was self-explanatory anyway, but that's what it sounds like a little bit anyway.
So I couldn't resist putting that song on the album. Jenny Peters wrote every single song on that album. It was she really is a very gifted pen writer, songwriter, and internationally acclaimed and accredited as well. So her songs are covered. She's had 210, I think, to date, covers of her songs. The best well-known one is I Only See You. That's been recorded by 35 artists worldwide out of 5 countries. And this particular song, I'll just do a quick check. In the Arms of the Memory. Where's it gone? Was voted. Lost it here somewhere. Was voted Song of the Year in 2007 by the American Royal Music Commission International.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a really good accomplishment with that, and I know everybody's dying to get into the song, and we'll get to that in a second. But thanks again so much, Don, for coming on the show. Maybe one day we'll have you back on the show again for a third time.
Well, thank you very, very much, Paul, for the opportunity of being on your show, and I do appreciate very much your support. And all the listeners out there who listen in as well.
Okay. Yeah, and I appreciate the positive feedback on that, Don. And like I said, we'll make that happen again one day for you. So without further ado, here's Don Smythe, and it starts right now.
The band was playing a slow-moving song, soft and low. When the fiddler started caressing the strings with his bow, and as I watched, the lady danced out on the floor. She had no partner as she danced all memories' woes. And she danced and she danced. Then she danced some more. She looked so lovely, waltzing out there on the floor. And as I watched, I thought that I'd been there before. Sometime I watched as a lady danced with a memory tonight. I know that lady, she comes here quite often alone. No one can reach her, she lives in a world of her own. It took the fiddler playing a slow-moving song. Now how the lady is dancing as she hasn't danced for so long. And she danced and she danced, then she danced some more. She danced and danced. Oh, she looked so lovely, waltzing out there on the floor. And as I watched, I felt that I'd been there before. Sometime I watched as the lady danced with a memory tonight. The lady danced in the arms of a memory tonight.